Have you ever felt like there's something special within you just waiting to be unleashed? What if I told you that the journey to greatness begins with discovering and refining your unique potential? Would you do something about it? What if I told you that within you, who is an aspiring writer, there's a lot of books that you have still refused to write? Would you do something about it? What if I told you that there's a lot of songs that are held within you that you have still refused to compose? What if I told you that there's a lot of thoughts within you that you have still refused to start working on because of that current job that you are having? What if I told you that there's a lot of schools, most especially for you are in the education sector, that there's a lot of schools that you haven't started yet? And even what if I told you that there's a lot of hospitals that are still closed from within you? And lastly, what if I told you that there is a more great leader within you that is still tied into a follower? Would you do something about it? Or what would you do about it? Um, in today's world, I have realized that influence is more than just a little title or a following. Because in this current generation, you may see people bragging that I have a following, I have a big following. I have realized that greatness is more than just a following or a title. For sure, it's about the impact that we make through the realization of our unique potential. You get what I mean? Or if you don't, just have a mental picture of this. According to the recent study, nearly 70% of the people feel unfulfilled in their careers because they have not yet discovered their true passions. I mean, this stark statistics reveals the journey many of us are facing. The journey to identify what makes us stick, um, what brings us joy, what makes us tick, and ultimately what propels us towards our greatness. So, through my athlete journey, through friends, through school, I've realized that greatness is not just about a destination or a journey to a destination now, but it's about a journey of influence. First of all, by our interactions, the choices that we make, the people that we surround ourselves with. Are you feeling me? I mean, it's about the influence that we make in others' lives. I mean, it's the ability to inspire and uplift not just ourselves, but those around us. I mean, on the moment like this, I came in here to share with us, and I would love to share a personal story, my own story, that I think can encapsulate this principle more clearly for everyone to understand. All right. A few years ago, I found myself at a crossroad. All right. I had spent um, years and years working in a corporate company. All right. So for me, having that corporate job was a moment of happiness to me because I could pay the bills, I could take care of the kids, the family. All right. But despite this stable job, um, I felt left with the feelings that are unfulfilled. I mean, there was a nagging voice within me, inside me, that yearned for something that more aligned with my passion. But always, I was more afraid. Fear kept holding me back. Having these thoughts within me that if I leave this job, how am I going to be able to pay the bills? The kids are here, they don't understand this. They need to go to school, they need food. You know, it kept me for a long, long time fearing to face that storm. All right. But instead of taking that leap, I otherwise sought reassurance from my friends, from my family members, from all other people that are acquainted with me. You know what I mean? I asked them a question about me because they've been with me for a long time, so they know me better. Get what I mean? So I asked them what they believed that I was good at. I mean, their reflections, their feedbacks brought me back to my love for storytelling. And their reactions to me are also reminded me how I inspired others. And this feedback was pivotal to me because it illuminated the path that I had hesitantly taken a leap to tread. So, my friends, my viewers, to keep the story short, I started small, bit by bit. I began to share my stories on social media platforms, and I was, in these stories that I was sharing, I was focusing more on the lessons that I learned through the moments of challenges that I've went through and that I still go through. So I just take them as a platform to learn and share with others because we are not the first to be in this world. People have been in this world before. People have lived. People have gone through these challenges that we are going through. Get what I mean? So that means that if we have an opportunity to learn from them, we can also learn the best way to maneuver out of these challenges. So I kept on sharing them with the world on my social media handles. At first, the response was modest, but slowly and slowly I remember I began to see the impact from people because people were reaching out to me to share how my words resonated with them and how they felt seen and understood. Little on the moment like that, did I know that while I was refining my own voice to share my own stories to the world, I was simultaneously building a community. Eventually, I started gathering my courage together. I started going into schools to host workshops where I taught so many others how to find and share their unique stories. You know, going along with the story and witnessing others discover their own potential ignited something within me. Get what I mean? And it was a materialization that greatness does not come, or that it does not base merely on ourselves. I mean, what I would say, personal promotion, but also uh, that it entails lifting the lives of those that are around us. I mean, impacting others around us. And that being the capital or the source of inspiration. You who is following me and who is listening and watching my own story, therefore, what does this mean to you? Because I don't tell stories for fun, but to impact. What does this mean to you? To me personally, I learned a simple lesson, yet it is profound. I have learned that greatness does not come or count about the accolades that we receive, about the awards that we receive, about the wins that we receive in this our mortal journey. No, it's not about that. But I have learned that greatness is about the influence we wield or you wield and the lives of others that you touch. I personally know that by refining your own potential, you will have the ability not to uplift yourself only, but also to empower others to do the same. As I conclude, I am extending an invitation to all of you who is my viewer, to take a moment and assess your own journey, all right? And ask this simple question to yourself. What is it the unique potential within you that remains dominant? All right? And after that, how can you invest time in discovering and refining it? I know that if you do that, it will be a stepping stone for you to get out of that comfort zone, find what passions that you have, and what is it that you need to do, refine it to start giving it to the world that will be a source of you to shine and rise to your greatness. It can be hard to start, I know, but I want to encourage you to take the first step today, step by step. I mean, start today, all right? Whether you are an aspiring writer, you can start by writing your thoughts down. Get your journal, record them down. Whatever thoughts that come within you, write them down, all right? Because I said earlier that we are not the first to be who we are. People have been what we are aspiring to be. Reach out to someone who inspires you. Reach out to them. Or begin sharing your own stories with the world. It is a high-tech world that we are living in today, where everyone has got a cell phone, and that can be your media source. All right? Start sharing your own stories with the world. Remember, your journey and cannot be, deviated from it because it's from the order of creation. God created you to do that path. So know that your journey has the power to influence and connect you with others in the most incredible ways you can never imagine. All right? Thank you for joining me today. And I know that together we can embrace our unique paths that can lead us to our greatness. I love you so much. I am praying that you have a blessed week, and I wish you God's mercy and grace upon the works of your hands, upon the labors that you are able to do, that you do each day. All right? I wish all of you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. May God keep all of us safe. See you in the next video. I am fortunate and I am out.